Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Joel here with as many reviews as possible, and today we're doing the review of the Reebok CrossFit Speed TR 2.0. When Reebok came out with the previous Speed TR, it kind of took me by surprise. It was definitely a better shoe than the Nano 5.0 and quickly became one of my staple shoes until the Nano 6.0 came out. Despite the name, the Speed TR was one of the most stable and flexible training shoes that you could possibly get your hands on. And best of all, it only costed $100. The only problems that the Speed TR had were that they were kind of a narrow shoe, so if you had wide feet, you were kind of out of luck. And the other one, and the big one, was that the durability was just not as good as the Nano series shoes. Reebok had kind of a shaky start in the beginning of 2017, releasing the not so well received Nano 7.0s, but they kind of came back a little bit with the Nano 7.0 weaves. These are definitely an upgrade over the original 7.0s, but they still left quite a bit to be desired in the area of running. And that's where the Speed TR 2.0s come in. These are some of the best running trainers that Reebok has ever come out with. Hell, these are some of the best shoes that Reebok has ever come out with. At first glance, the Speed TR 2.0s look like they would be the spiritual successor to the Nano 6.0s or the Nano 2.0s. The lines of the shoe are very clean. It's got a very simple and understated look, but I think it's a very good looking shoe. The colorways as of right now are red, blue, and black, and there are some really cool ones coming down the pipeline. Some that have a speckled midsole that look really dope. The entire upper of the Speed is basically one piece of that Cordura mesh that feels a lot like the mesh that's found in the Nano 6.0, and then it does have overlays on top of it to give it a little bit more structure. There's a little bit inside of the shoe as well. And then around the back of the shoe, you do have this heel counter that is embedded inside of the shoe and gives you a lot more stability at the heel of the shoe. The outsole pattern on the Speed 2.0s is very, very reminiscent of the one that you're going to find in the Nano 7.0s. It's got a multi-directional tread pattern at the toe and heel areas, and then it's got a huge area for the Rope Pro in the middle of the shoe. Now, one of the things that was in the original Speed that you don't see is the midfoot shank, but if you just bend the shoe, you can see where it does not flex. And that's where the midfoot shank is. What it's there for is to give you a little bit of propulsion when you're running. Now, according to Reebok's description, they say that the midsole of the Speed TRs is ultra soft, but in my experience, it definitely is not ultra soft. It does not compress that much. It is very dense, but still extremely flexible for running and jumping. When it comes to sizing your Speed TR 2.0s, I'm going to say size these as you would your normal running shoes. In that regards, they're true to size. Compared to your Nanos, you're going to want to go half a size down, and you're going to want to size them the same as your normal Speed TRs. The 2.0s are definitely wider than the original Speed TRs, but they are not nano wide. Make sure that you guys try these on. When it comes to performance of the Speed TR 2.0s, I'm going to say that these are the most capable shoes that Reebok has come out with since the release of the Nano 6.0s, which are still my favorite training shoes of all time. So that's saying a bunch about the Speed TR 2.0s. I really like the original Speed TRs because they were light, they were stable, they were flexible, and they were comfortable. And all of those features remain true for the Speed TR 2.0, but they're even more comfortable, even more flexible, and even more stable. For lifting, the Speed TR 2.0s are definitely not going to be as good as the Nanos because they lack the structure that the Nano series shoes are known for. But that doesn't mean that you cannot lift in the Speed TR 2.0s. I still think that these are great lifting shoes. They're just not as good as Nanos, and I would not hesitate to do any kind of lifting in my Speed TR 2.0s. Where the Speed TR 2.0 shine is where the Nano 7.0s just sucked at, and that is anything where you need to be moving rapidly. The Speed TR 2.0s are extremely responsive shoes. They're very flexible. They're extremely lightweight at 8.5 ounces per shoe. These are shoes that you're going to want to do pretty much anything a CrossFit WOD will throw at you. Whether it be running, jumping, burpees, double unders, kettlebell swings, Olympic lifts, power lifts, you name it. these SpeedTR 2.0s can definitely handle anything a WOD will throw at you. As with the original SpeedTR and the Nano 7.0, the grip on the SpeedTR 2.0s is excellent. The new redesigned outsole grips pretty much any surface you can throw at it, and the Rope Pro is extremely good for climbing the rope. Now, best of all, just like the original SpeedTRs, the 2.0s only retail for $100, making them probably the best deal out of any training shoe on the market at the moment. If you only had money to spend on one pair of CrossFit shoes in Reebok's lineup, then I would pick the Speed 2.0s over the Nano 7.0 weaves, because I know that no matter what a WOD threw at me, I would be able to do it in the SpeedTR 2.0s comfortably, and that's not something I could say about the Nano 7.0. Currently, the SpeedTRs are the best shoe that Reebok makes, and I highly recommend these shoes. If you guys have any questions about the SpeedTR 2.0, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Joel here with as many reviews as possible, and today we're doing the review of the Reebok CrossFit SpeedTR 2.0. When Reebok came out with the previous SpeedTR, it kind of took me by surprise. It was definitely a better shoe than the Nano 5.0 and quickly became one of my staple shoes until the Nano 6.0 came out. Despite the name, the SpeedTR was one of the most stable and flexible training shoes that you